On this episode, I'm going to be showing you step by step on how I'm going to add a new vent into this room by placing it right here. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey there friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. So the reason why I'm adding a new vent into this room is because it gets really cold down here and it doesn't seem to have enough heating or cooling during the summertime and wintertime. So I'm going to go place a vent right here so that I can have more airflow and get this room nice and comfortable. Place it around 6 to 12 inches from the ceiling. I'm going to go just 6 inches from the ceiling, which is the top of the boot. Just go trace it up. And there you go. You can use a handheld drywall saw, but if you have an oscillating tool like this, it makes the job a lot easier. Now check it out. There you go. Just got into my walk space here. Sorry, it's a little messy. We just did a bunch of subfloor removal. Like what I was saying, that's where we made the cutout. So the plan is we're gonna take the 90, branch out here. It's gonna feed here. It's gonna run between these two joists, and it's gonna feed from, there's the plenum, and it's gonna feed from here. Fortunate enough to have access up here because I removed my subflooring, so that means I got quick view of what my HVAC system is, the plenums. So there's a return and there's a supply plenum. This is 6-inch diameter, because I'm going to be running a 6-inch air duct. I'll be using this 90-degree elbow right here. First things that you want to do is you want to wear cut resistant gloves, because if you don't, you're going to get torn up on this one. Take this solid side and take our shear cutters right here, straight. Just fold it like that. There. Like so, just like that. Okay, so for example of that, to show you, I put my hand inside the elbow and I'm pushing these flaps up like that on the inside. There's our 90, and our goal is to run it right here and get to this opening right here. From this beam to the center of this is 18. I'm gonna transfer that over to this joist because that's where my run is gonna be for my duct. And I'm gonna go to the same beam and I'm gonna measure right there, 18. I'm gonna find the center of my T. So here is the center of my T. I'm gonna go and place this right here and kind of measure out how long do I need. So I'm gonna measure from here, this connection, like so. Okay, I'm gonna take my sheet metal screws. 3 screws, 120 degrees each section. I like to use these galvanized hanger straps. You can use the nylon 2-inch straps, it's totally up to you. This is what I got available. Plus Lowe's didn't have the straps that I need. This is gonna help me as a second hand if you don't have a partner that can help hold it up. Line right here. I'm gonna match it accordingly to what I measured and drew out here. That's what we got. Looks like everything is lining up pretty good. So let me just give you a quick recap. Plenum 90 straight. We got the T right there. We're gonna go and cut through that blocking our boot. Then we're gonna connect. We're gonna 90 on down straight to that boot. We're gonna go same thing on the other side. Using my 6 5/8 diameter hole saw. Through the penetration here. Here's what we got so far. There's the line. There's our first T going to that wall. Here's our second T. Now what I did was I used my square and transferred over those lines up here to make it easier for myself, because those are the lines reference for this T. All I gotta do now is just mark where I need to cut. So I'm gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna cap off one of the ends. So I'm just using one of these end caps, 6-inch end caps. We can apply the sealant all the way around it to make it nice and sealed. And then we'll put the tape afterwards. There we go. So now I'm the bottom. You see where that T was? I installed this elbow. That's gonna go straight onto the boot. Connection right there, here, mark it. Right, so now that we measured it, we cut it out. Now we can install it like this. For this end, our crimping tool. Now that we got the ends crimped, we can fit it now. So I haven't screwed everything yet. Nice and fitted. Fits right here. Here's your 90, your elbow, capped off. Boom, boom. Now that everything's good, I'll go put some screws here. Apply more of that sealant all the way across. Let that dry. And then I'm gonna go tape it up, insulate it. We're good. So now we're under here. I'm gonna go and start sealing every single seam here, including the factory seams with this 1030 grade DP. This come in also a caulking style, but I like to use this because we use a good amount of this. So just apply it nice all the way around. About an 1/8 inch thick should be good. Leave this for a whole day, 24 hours. The key thing here, seal off anything that you think air might leak. Now before you do this, make sure that you position everything the way that you want it, because once you apply this on the elbows, you can't move it anymore. And I have this set to exactly the way that I want it on here. Sometimes you can't help it, but just cover the whole pipe. So here it is, friends. I got it all connected. I got most of it wrapped up with some insulation. I'm waiting for this to dry with that seal that I just installed. So I'm waiting for the sealant to dry, and that's where it's coming out from the wall. Seal that up as well. Now, you don't have to tape it when you put this sealant on. If you want to go overkill, just put some foil tape for reassurance. It's totally up to you. But I ended up actually coming out here and installing another run, because that's going to go up there. That's for another video. Overall, this is what it is. Let's go to the other side. Pretty easy. So we got the new vent duct installed for this room, and I actually added another one right there just for reassurance for this room. So this is the downstairs basement. So I want to put as much ventilation without compromising the system, of course. Don't add too much because you have to configure how furnace can handle for the output. Yeah, that should be plenty for this downstairs. So there you have it, friends. I added that new vent duct. Also, I added a bonus one for the other side. Sorry for the mess. This whole downstairs and upstairs, and also the whole upstairs is getting renovated. So make sure you stay tuned for all those videos that I'm doing, so you can be always updated for this renovation that I'm doing for this lake house. Okay, friends? So if you found this video super helpful, friends, kindly hit that big thumbs up, press the subscribe notification bell, and also if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below. So I'll see you in the next video.